Hi, my name's Martha. Today I have a few questions for you. Um, has anyone ever told you that you should just give up on something? I think another question is, has anyone told you when you should do something? Have you ever thought to yourself, when would be the right time to focus on my long-term goal? Or what should my priorities be right now? What should be my priorities in the future? The reason I bring these up is because the reason I bring these questions up is because they're just, I feel like they're really relevant for people in their 20s, especially people who are seeking God or just a greater truth in general to the universe and our struggles right now. Um, I went for a walk to church this morning. It took me about an hour to get there. And the reason why I walked there was because it was just really relaxing for me. I listened to Joyce Meyer on the way there, and she gave me a greater insight on how I've been spending my time and how I've been interpreting love and just different ways of expressing my beliefs and dealing with life's issues in general. Um, it's interesting because everyone's got their own story, and um, some people they like to be on their own a lot, and some people like to be with people all the time. But I think my question has always been, how does it affect your views on religion and not even just religion, lifestyle? Um, when you don't know the answer to something and you're seeking out all of these different truths from multiple sources, it gets really confusing because you never really know who's right. When I went to the gym one time, I was talking to a personal trainer and told him that I really liked to get different views on exercises that work for good results. Not just for physical results, but for like mentality. And he asked me, well then how do you know who's right? And I thought about that. I I guess you never really know who's right. When you think about religion, how do you know who's right in regards to religion? Um, the one thing that I've noticed with my journey is that everyone I've talked to, I knew at least a little bit about. They would say that they're Christian. But in today's society, as I'm sure most of us know, um, it's really hard to tell someone's if someone's beliefs really line up with the biblical with the biblical laws, I guess, um, and on how they show like what love looks like. I I think I've noticed it's kind of like it's not only religious beliefs, but it's personal beliefs. I can't tell you that everything I believe in regards to religion and Christianity is right. I can't tell you how to worship. I can't tell you how to get closer to God. Um, I can't tell you how to deal with a family issue the way that other Christians do, because we all have the same basic belief in God, but we don't necessarily have the same beliefs on how to live our lives. There isn't one straightforward answer. And since I don't know you, like anyone who's watching this, since I don't know you, I can't answer all of your questions about how to be a quote unquote better Christian. In fact, I kind of hate the fact that it seems to be more about competition than the main goal to seek God out, and find peace from Him. It's really not competition. It's what you strive to do for your faith, yourself, the reasons why you're trying to do it. Like for me, I've always wanted to improve my faith, and I've always wanted to live it out through writing or through video or just any kind of passion, live it out basically by expressing myself and letting God help me out with that. And one thing that I've been trying to do lately has just been sticking to priorities. I can ask you, how do you stick to your priorities? How do you ask God? How does God tell you to do what He wants you to do? But it's not going to be the same for me. You can give me all the advice you want. You know, like a counselor. A counselor can give anybody any advice, but they don't know you well enough to tell you how you'll function best. They can just tell you what they've noticed for other people. One thing I'll definitely say, just going to church, connecting with people definitely helps. I don't get straightforward answers. I get more wisdom from older people, not like the, not necessarily grandparents, but like people's parents, like people in their 20s, their parents help me out a lot. I'll randomly run into some of them, like from my elementary school or my middle school or high school, and sorry, there's a bee. And I'll talk to them, and they'll be inspired by, something I say, and I'll be inspired by something that they say, and if I agree with it, then great. Thing is, I don't always have to agree, because life is a learning experience. I've been given some really great advice, though, about listening to people. One person gave me the advice that you shouldn't take everything as exactly how it's worded, and you should talk to a lot of different people and just be open to what they're saying. I completely agree with that. Is it easy? No. My pastor said that, what were the statistics? He said that we spend twice as much time talking as we do listening. I thought about that today, and because that was actually the message today. I think I would say that I do 3 times as much talking as I do listening, which is something that I'm trying to work on, and it will come in time. And I'm really glad that I got to hear that message and I actually listened to it, so that hopefully it'll change me for the future. So I guess what I'm trying to say in all of this is that it's really good to talk to people when you're young and not be afraid to be wrong. Because we're all in that spot right now where we're going through changes. We're not quite adults yet, but we're not kids either, so where do we really fit? Talking to people our own age can be great because we have common interests and we're all growing together that way, but we need older people to help us out. And we need to set an example for younger people. So yeah, that's my rant for today. Just, try to stay open-minded and never give up, because the more you learn from other people, the easier it will be to continue doing what you're doing and be proud of the little accomplishments along the way. And, you know, eventually everything that you might not succeed in will bring you answers for the future and give you something to laugh about in the future or tell somebody else about. So I will continue making these videos in the future. Let me know if there's any specific topic you want me to cover, and good luck. Bye.